Another
I know
thing
what you're
is,
talking about,
like,
Box,
if
and
we
that-
do,
Or what if the wardens?
Yeah,
What if
T-Scott
the
knows.
wardens are
T-Scott
just
and Red knows.
commonplace on whatever other side of the
What
world
could
that
be
is?
worse on this side?
Trust me, there's this thing, and we
There's
haven't
a
ever
thing
seen it,
that's like
but it's
zero
implied to be very bad.
It's implied that there was something in this world that is the reason that the people before us aren't here anymore.
And they could
That's so
respawn like us.
spooky.
Yeah, so basically something here in this universe, or whatever we call this place
In the
now,
overworld,
whatever.
Nether, and End.
In the overworld, Nether, and End, all three, something was here that managed to permanently kill a race of beings that had the capability to respawn, and they permanently got rid of all of them.
Like we did.
And they could
like we
respawn.
Yeah, they could do what we can do, and
I mean,
then,
if they
and like, sure, but hold on, like, and we can be real, Box, you know how to somehow do the respawn stuff, right?
Like, I know how to disable a respawn, but
Like,
I don't know why I would want to, but like...
I know, but
it's
listen,
hard.
listen,
I
hold
couldn't
on,
do
listen.
it to more than
I
one
know,
person. What?
exactly, that's what I'm saying, right?
Energies.
Someone... It's not logistical that it was just one of them going around like a maniac.
It seems that something or someone had the ability to, like, kill someone instantly, and they just wouldn't respawn.
So what, a deity or something?
Well, okay, so I was...
Someone
another
strong.
thing. So, fun, again, I'm not gonna say what I was doing, but you all know what I was doing. But anyway,
Do you have a name for these people?
I mean, the people, yes, the old builders. They come up in a lot of books.
Old builders, ancient builders, the
ancient
builders.
Ancient builders.
I've read quite a few.
Ancient builders,
And this is
builders,
the
old
ancient cities.
builders.
That lines
This is
up.
the ancient city.
I mean, aren't they the reason
You guys
that
don't
the
know,
races
do you?
and stuff
Or
exist?
maybe
So they
you
were
do and you
probably
just
the ones
forgot.
that built that. Anyways, so
How
I
would you
found
have
I
got-
was
What?
How would you have gotten books about the ancient builders? I thought that was. I thought they were
I've
exclusive to the end. They
No.
were part of the history.
No.
They've been all
Wait, no,
over the
He's
it
been
was-
in the end.
Actually, Rinsler, I can explain that. I've read books about how they got to the end. They started here and started to run.
You're telling me they weren't from the end in the first.
No, they were human, and then they went there and like couldn't get back because they went in and were like, "Oh, flip! There's no portal back."
And then they
Why do you-
adapted.
All the
Rinsler,
books are lies. All the books there are
Rinsler.
lies that I've been taught.
Rinsler, if you think about it,
If you think about it, that's
think
not
about
much different
all
than
the-
what you've been claiming this whole time.
Rinsler, think about all the
lying to
loot,
you.
right? All the loot that you have everywhere in the end, and there is not a single bow. How would they have shot the dragon or shot the person? They didn't have bows when they went. Well, not all of them. They didn't have powers. Remember?
The flying ships.
Yeah, from the end, all made out of end material.
Yeah, I knew that much. I figured they used the bows because those
Yeah,
are
but
like.
when they came in, they couldn't do anything. They looked up and were like flip, and they couldn't touch the dragon. The portal was closed, so they just left. They went out and found the outer islands, and then eventually started gaining capabilities like your people have, gained better technologies, and then started to kill the dragon, which reopened
And then
the portal.
eventually, and think about it. Eventually, they think about it. Why do what do you
What?
think happened to them?
Well, I
They
figured
just
they
stopped
were.
existing.
I figured that they were all killed off by.
Well, they could respawn.
They could respawn.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
Well,
Something made
then,
it so they couldn't.
But if they died, then wouldn't they have gone back to the overworld?
Well, exactly.
That's the thing.
But
They should
they're
have.
also not. I mean, but there's also structures here. I mean, the stronghold, the temples. Like, I mean, villagers can't build. They have villages though. Some people were here and in the Nether and in the end, and they all built
things.
things.
Do and are now not.
Yeah. Now they're not here, and everything. Everything
what
they've
if it's
had
not
and built
so
were
much
destroyed.
that something was removing their ability to respawn, and more it was something that could completely negate that?
I mean, I know that they were the
Either
ones
way,
who left Jean
it's
alive.
Either way, they couldn't respawn again. But here's the thing, though. I found a book, right, that I believe was written by someone around them, probably. Anyways, I don't know. But it's like a kind of like a bestiary, I guess, and it's like going over all the different monsters and stuff, and all these different threat levels. So it starts out with like cows, chickens, pigs. Then it moves up to a new threat level, and it's like zombies, skeletons, spiders. Next threat level, endermen, creepers, higher charge creepers, yada yada yada. And then it gets to the final. Oh, what did one of y'all do?
Who said up?
The idiot
summon
who's
the
out there doing
Why is
Zeus.
it? How did? How,
Zeus, stop!
Zeus is
Don't be a
flying
moron.
around.
Oh, crumb.
It's energy and Zeus, anyways. So, and the point is though, And then I get to what I believe is the highest level like threat, okay? And it's the Ender Dragon, then the Wither. Wait, no, it's the Wither, then the Ender Dragon, then the Warden. And like that is like, you know, the obvious biggest bads that you could possibly think of, all that stuff. And then on the very last page, it just kind of says threat, but then there's no threat level. And the only thing there is an outline of someone who looks like a human. No details. They're
so
just looks like an. Yeah, apparently, someone or something that looked like one of the builders was ranked at a higher danger level than the wardens.
Okay, sorry, hold on. Can I just say, Fox?
Which is why I'm opening my.
Fox, listen, this is just me being like existential and stuff.
They could
but like,
be dead.
if we were, yeah, but like if we're being if we really want to like think about it, what if they were just like, what if that was just like
themselves
saying that they were more dangerous? Like they did it, they overcome.
I feel like they would have just said that. Though. Like, why didn't they just do that? Like, it almost is like they didn't exactly know what they were looking for and just kind of was like, oh, well, this is the general idea.
What it sounds like you're saying, Scott, is that they would put themselves at a higher ranking thing but not color themselves in.
Listen, I don't know if it was supposed to be this, but in my mind, the second, there were two thoughts that came to my head. And it was either one, it's something, like Box has been saying, or two, it's supposed to be showing that, like, as a collective, they can do anything.
Well, I mean, they could because they
any...
Well, they could, but I mean, if they could do anything, then how did they die? Because theoretically,
I know, I'm just saying.
Even if they were divided, there theoretically would have had to have been like winners in that, right?
Mm-hmm. Winners.
At least one person should have had to have survived in the very end of it all. But there's not. All of them did.
Wait.
I mean, T-Scott and Red should know. They're all about exploration, and they've not found anyone.
I have not. Yeah, we've never seen anything.
I was about to say, what if there's someone simply in hiding, or maybe a few.
It's always possible.
I mean, who knows?
I mean,
we've
you
not
guys,
been here much for a long time, but like
we've searched all 3 known dimensions. We haven't searched what's ever on the other end of the portal. They could be in there.
Yeah, that could also.
Or the void.
If there's no easy way to open that, if there's no easy way to open that portal, and then like literally none of us know how to open it, then there's a good chance that whatever was hunting them also couldn't open it. So they just went in and it closed, and they couldn't get back, but that thing couldn't get to them then. Maybe it was a trade-off.
Or maybe it was a group that completely wiped the others out and then left.
Or it could be an imprisoning. If I don't know.
Oh.
You're saying it's on that side.
What
Maybe.
if the thing that could kill them, like, somehow took away their revival power and instead replaced their revival power with lives?
How would you have done that on
that's fine, that's possible, but think about it. Box is saying that the thing he knows how to do, which I don't know what it is, but the thing he knows how to do
I'm not
is so
telling
complex.
anyone. I destroyed that book. That does not need to be common knowledge.
But what he said is that the thing that he has to do that is so complex or so costly or so draining physically or whatever that he can only do it like once.
Yeah, I can't do it. Like as of right now, how I am, I physically could not handle doing it. So even if I wanted to,
think about that.
Would kill you
it could do that to
more than likely, yes.
Hundreds of thousands of people over the span of like 10 years at most.
Yeah, like it happened. Like it happened so fast that. Yeah, because it would have happened so fast that they were being irrational, like jumping into the end portal without knowing what was on the other side. Like that's fear. To jump into a portal and not knowing what it was. That's what I'm saying.
That's what we're saying. They were running because they weren't informed.
What level of terror do you have to be at to be like, well, I'd rather jump into this big mystery portal than deal with whatever's chasing it?
But the question is, what would be chasing them then? Because the
strongest
are not. They're not even
whatever it is.
The thing that's not the warden.
The thing that is stronger than the Warden, the Ender Dragon, and the Wither.
Yeah, the thing that looks like a person or whatever. Who knows? I mean, I think we could kill a Warden if we all literally just surrounded it and Solar Strike the absolute daylight out of it. But
I've done that by myself, so yeah.
These don't seem ancient though. These like kind of seem like something that probably they didn't have. I don't know.
I've been around for before these were even before humans and hybrids discovered these.
Yeah, because from my understanding, we're not exactly the same as, like, the old builders were like us, but, like, I mean, they could craft stuff that we couldn't. We can't craft end portal frames. They obviously could, because they made them.
Well, they're the ancient builders. What do you expect?
Yeah, they can craft, they can build stuff way better than we could.
They were human, first of all.
They were better human.
And then we came along, and then we became whatever the heck we are.
We are the Walmart brand humans.
Whatever we call it.
Origins.
You're a test subject. You're a test subject.
I'm a human human.
You're a
I
astral
don't
being.
count.
Still a
I don't
human.
count.
I don't really count, I don't think.
Still
I
more
don't
human
count.
than
Actually, can we just
Most of us
appreciate
being
that
used to
only
be
one of us is human here?
Yeah.
I'm half
And
human.
well, Box is half
Waving
human.
my hand hard as I can.
Yeah.
Only one of us
Technically,
is
I was
fully a
partially
human.
Yeah, I'm at this
Technically,
lucky spine, but
I
I'm
was
human.
supposed to be part
You have an
human, but I'm not so
I
sure
mean,
that's
I'm
how
made
that
of
works
wax
anymore.
and fire, so...
I'm going
Yeah, I
upstairs.
think you're like one of the
I'm gonna
least
put this stuff
humans.
back on.
Hold on, Box.
Yeah.
Box. After
Yeah.
after these guys leave, I need to talk to you before you go
Yeah,
back
sure.
to your
I'm
project.
going upstairs. I'm not
That's
doing
fine.
anything. I'm just going
No,
back up
I
here.
know that's fine. I'm just telling you, before you have to go back to doing. Your
I feel like I
project.
should explain sort of what I'm planning, anyways, because like
What are
it
you
doesn't
trying to
involve
open this?
killing, obviously. I am trying to open it, so I'm using literally every kind of magic and science I know of. I'm using the new like Skulk stuff. I'm using
Funny
the
that
Ether
you
magic.
use
I'm
the
using the
things that
Nether
the
magic.
ancient builders used.
I mean, yeah. I mean, if they could open it, then like maybe these could be opened.
Well,
Because like you know,
wait,
It's
yeah,
fine,
you're
there's
fine.
no
Just
words.
just one of those.
That's an
It's just a
unlocked one.
placed one.
because what is it?
All of these four are
these
fine.
things right here. It's funny that we've always called them ender crystals because we think they originate from the end, but technically they use it to save genes, so they're technically from the ancient builders.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Whatever, it
I mean,
doesn't-
obviously
Yeah,
they
you
were put there to
Aren't
defend
they
genes.
crafted with nether materials?
They chose the wrong dragon to defend. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah,
I mean, it was the last one. They didn't have options.
It was
That's a-
one of,
that
it was
is
one
a-
of, if not the last.
That is a mistake on them.
Yes,
That is all I can say.
and Ender
Yeah, no,
eyes.
they made some
To
mistakes.
get Ender eyes, you need blaze powder and
And gas tears.
yeah.
Yeah.
But to
that's-
make an Ender eye, you need blaze powder and an Ender
And
pearl.
gas tears do have the regenerative properties. They are made with. They are used to make regeneration potions and stuff,
Yeah.
and so I guess like the end crystal is simply a regenerative source targeted at the dragons.
What I find
Yeah,
interesting
and they're
is-
obviously infused with rune magic, so.
So you're
Okay.
positive
Both of you
there's
stop.
there's no one left from the ancient builder race. You're
Not
positive.
If there
Not in the
is,
overall
they're
Not
not
in the three
public
known
about it.
realms.
not in,
If
not
they
in the
if
forms
they
that
are
were.
alive, it is more than likely that they are on the other side of this one.
Really? Then why is the guy who probably killed them all, who's most likely an ancient builder, still around? Then most likely.
Because he didn't get into the portal.
I'm assuming that he doesn't want to be found yet. Because if he did what he wanted to do, then what would be the point? Because obviously he wouldn't be if he wanted to rule the world, then he wouldn't have killed literally everyone.
Oh, it's happening again. Hold
There
on.
would be no point.
Miserable.
But I have considered the fact that this could possibly be a bad thing. So actually, how I have this rigged is it opens in bursts. Like it's not going to be like a nether or an end port. It's going to open for like 3 seconds and then auto close. So it'll be like a door that can open. It'll open, close, and then to open it again, you just hit the button again, and it'll open for another 3 seconds and then close again. That
So
way,
if
How would
it's-
you
it's-
get
people were to
back?
go through, we would have to.
You
Oh,
go
no, you need
through.
ourselves.
You
you
need
need
two
someone
people.
here. Yeah, don't
would
go in
all
by
be
yourself,
unable to
or
go
else you
through.
will be stuck. Yeah,
Oh,
one
yeah, I'm
person
not
would have
going
to
in
be
there.
here at all times.
At least.
I mean, the
one
good news
person
is
at
it's
least.
safe. Well, wait, it's safe now. It wasn't safe at the beginning, but now it's safe. Oh,
And
by the
would-
way, I
and
actually
would
did.
any of the communication sources we have end up working across this?
That is very unsure. I mean, we could always do the experiment of like going through testing to see if we could communicate at all, and then
I mean,
you know,
I think if
you,
we're
like,
being
open
honest,
the-
the first thing
what?
we should do is have someone go through, like, do a 360-degree look around, and then we wait 60 seconds, and then push the button.
tie a rope to
and it
them,
opens
pull
again.
them back.
I was gonna say like 10 seconds because if they go through and something's there, they kind of need to get back like fast. So I was gonna be
That's
like,
true.
okay, like hit the button in 10. Oh, sorry, my goodness. Oh, you took it. But like,
Hit the button,
you go
send
in.
them through with a rope,
Or
wait 10
hear me
seconds, put
out.
the button again, push the button again.
Well, you
yoink them
can't
back.
send them in with a rope because the portal will close after 3 seconds and so will
Yeah.
the rope.
Oh, and
But
it
then
would
as soon
send
as you
the
hit it
rope.
again, it'll
over the rope.
because of how nether portals work,
Comparatively.
though, even if it closes, it should just auto-link to the same location, though, because it's not like they actually broke. They were just closed.
Yeah, so yeah, that should
Is
work.
this-
I mean, that'll work if we
I have
power
a
it.
question.
I mean,
Yeah,
there are
that's
two
a
ancient
stutter.
I know no
cities
one
near
can
here, so
answer,
it could be
but-
safe to, like, break a single block in the portals of those other ancient cities just
Yeah,
so it doesn't lead to another one.
Yeah, that
You
might.
know
I
how
mean,
that
It's
is?
so dangerous.
we
Are
can't
you aware
open
of
them
how
all.
difficult that is?
May I ask a question?
What?
If this theoretically has been opened in the past, would there be something like this on the other side?
Probably.
Like another city.
Probably, or
Just the-
either
just
If
this.
the ancients
Well,
of the
yes,
portals
because
did
that's
it,
how
then
the
there's most
nether
likely
portals
ruins on
work,
the other
and the
side.
ender portals have something similar at the center of each of the main island. Of the main island.
Yeah. I mean, the only
So
portal that we
presumably-
can make is to the Nether, which like kind of implies that it's the lowest tier. No offense to Nether beings, but it seems to be the lowest tier dimension.
Well, the closest, I
Yeah.
guess, is the better
Yeah.
word.
Yeah.
Which
I mean, like,
means
the
the
Nether- the
overworld
Nether's
beings
accessible.
are the lowest tier because anyone can
Yeah,
get
we
to
are
it.
the lowest
Hey.
tier. It's easy. You just come from space.
No offense.
I'm
Actually,
from
a lot of
double
people like to know.
overworld, so I
Some-
consider
something-
myself.
I'm actually not
slightly
sure
better.
if there's really a portal to where I
Well,
come from because
If
it
you
is
really
just
think about it,
the
though,
sky.
there's something
Of a different
special about the
planet, probably.
overworld though, because you can't actually open any portal in any other dimension. You physically have to be in the overworld to go to all of them. Like you can't open another portal in the end.
It's
It has
the-
to be
it's
Like
the
the
bridge.
overworld is the crossroads.
like
Essentially.
it's like every other dimension. Like this might be the lowest tier dimension, but you have to be in this one to go to any other tier.
Listen,
This is where you have to be.
There's probably a reason why the other dimensions can't get to the other dimension
Yeah.
without crossing through the overworld
like I'm
first.
saying, this is a 3-second opening. It wouldn't have time to come in, whatever there is. Plus, to be fair,
Unless
if you're
it
worried
was
about
waiting.
wardens coming through, yeah,
We
well,
can
it'd
deal
be
with
waiting
them.
longer.
Unless
Like-
it knew we were gonna open the portal and decided to wait.
you
which
guys-
I doubt it.
If you guys are worried about like wardens coming out of it, we have figured out that the wardens can spawn infinitely as long as they have triggers. Like there aren't a set number. They're like a normal mob. They'll just keep coming. So this play, like they're more of an infection than anything else, really.
At least the activated
Keeps
triggers.
coming. Yeah, the only way to make that we can make a shrieker that'll summon them is if we like sacrifice mobs to skulk catalysts, and that makes a shrieker because those will work. If you break them and place them, they will not. I had to do a lot of experiments to make sure that I understood this before I did this.
Yes.
then how?
There theoretically are other ways. It's just a little bit more.
It's
difficult.
complicated. Though like less
Complicated.
logical for most people. Most people can't do it, but this is relatively easy. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to open
So,
this. I mean,
hold
I'm
on,
not,
Box.
What?
Box. I'm just. So we're gonna open it, send someone through.
Uh huh.
10 seconds later, we get them, and then they come back through. And if they don't, we just what do we do?
I think there should be a policy where if we open the portal and they don't come back, we do not open the portal again.